Jonny, many congratulations. Straight sets win, 99 average. Must be delighted with that performance.
Yeah, I am, to be honest. Form through most of the season went brilliant, but a good run in the UK Open gave me confidence to start of this. So I was a bit nervous about tonight. Don't know much about Danny, so I had to watch him against Steve Eaton, and nice player. So my confidence had to be high. I needed to get out the blocks fast, and I think I've done that.
Your match tonight is the 63rd of the tournament. It's been a long wait to enter. Has that been frustrating for you? How have you found that?
No, I think I'd prefer to play later on. Because if you get a good game, which I think I did tonight, it keeps the confidence, and I'm back straight after Christmas, so you don't have that weight of thinking and watching, so we're straight back into it. So I kind of like that.
2021 was an amazing year for you, won 4 TV titles. There's been a lot of talk about this year not being the best, but you think you're almost a victim of your own success, but you've still made 4 semi-finals, World Series event. Yeah, good year still.
Yeah, still a good year, but it's hard not to think of what you've already done, and you try and do it again, but I'll keep trying. But I try to forget about 2021 because I want to concentrate on what's coming ahead. But no, hey, listen, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
You came into last year as one of the favourites for the title, and you've spoken before about preferring the underdog tag. And this year, you're not being spoken about as one of the favourites, maybe. Does that suit, do you think, going under the radar?
Yes, great. Absolutely fantastic. Listen, there's no easy game, but when you're the hunter, not being the hunted, maybe it's a bit easier, so people kind of keep your name out of things and just show what you can do. So hopefully, I want to be one of the best players in the world. I obviously want to be one of the elite. I want to be spoken about, but I need to prove what I can do. So hopefully I'm back on track.
Looking ahead now to round 3, Brendan Dolan up next to you. What are your thoughts on playing Brendan?
He's a fantastic guy, fantastic dart player, and he's slow. So I really need to concentrate on my game and just think about that and not try and think about what Brendan's going to do. So, I'm going to give it my best, and hopefully I get over the line. Cheers, pal.
Jonny, congratulations. You spoke about the underdog tag there. Is it also trying to prove a point to everyone as well that you can replicate that form and that 2021 wasn't a one-off?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, always. Yeah, I think it is, because I know I can play darts. So, I've proven what I can do, and there was no fluke. So, just as long as I keep my head and I throw those darts on that stage, let people think about me, and that's where I want to get back to. So, cross fingers.
Last year you were involved in one of the matches of the whole year here. What were the memories like driving back up here and seeing Ali Pali for the first time since then?
Yeah, fantastic. I love this place. Absolutely great. When you drive up, especially like this afternoon, the afternoon session had just finished, so all the crowd are leaving and the new crowd are walking back up. So, do you know what I mean? It's a fantastic feeling when you stand on that stage and look out, people dressed up, people chanting your name. It's fantastic. It's second to none. So this is the best.
Has it been a real pinch yourself year as well? The boy from Pontebellum has got to travel the world, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere like that. Obviously, when you were winning your titles and things like that, it was behind closed doors, some of them. So this was like the first proper year of the ferret. Is it a real pinch yourself moment when you look back at the scrapbook?
Yeah, 100% so. I've sat in pubs watching the World Championship, watching Phil Taylor, watching Barney, watching Michael Van Gerwen. I didn't think that I could get to this place, and to be invited to the Premier League, to the World Series, and as one of the elite, it's a dream come true as a dart player. So it's a tick in a good box, that is. So hopefully you can carry on.
Jonny, many congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
Jonny has mentioned the year on TV hasn't got as much as he wanted it to, but here at the World Championship, if you had to have a good run, would it make you forget the rest of the year?
Yeah, obviously, I think if I win this, I'm going to forget a lot of things. But no, genuinely, I just want to get back to playing what I can do, to play my best, to show what I can do to the world of darts. So, I know I can do it. I just need to perform on that stage.
And with the way you played there, you must take confidence from that. You say that the form over the year hasn't been as you would want it. 99 average, that was one of the top averages you've seen of this.
Yeah, obviously it feels good. It's around 100. It's great. but the W is much more important than the average. If I could get a W on a 60 average, I'd take that, because that's all that counts is that W, you know. But it's pretty when you get a nice average, and you know, to get that nice average, you have to be able to produce good darts, and today they went good for me.
Cheers,
Cheers, pal.
Johnny, if Joe wins, I think only one of the top 20 seeds have gone out before Christmas. Normally there's been upsets and shocks the last couple of years. I just wonder if there's any reason for that, do you think? If you know, only one of the 20's come through? In previous years, I say we've always had a major shock.
Yeah, I think, listen, you can never say for definite that somebody's going to win a game of darts. You know, you can feel absolutely brilliant and play not so good. You can feel not so good and play brilliant. You know, darts is a weird game. It's a good game, you know, where it keeps everybody on their toes, and it doesn't have to be the 100 averages. It could be a 70 average, but just as long as it's a nip and tuck, you know. And the players in the game today, I reckon anyone in the top 64 could win this, because I think I think so, yeah. Because I think we can all throw darts. We can all throw serious darts. And it's the likes of Taylor, Barney, Michael Van Gerwen that's put us in that in that predicament. Because we can, if you want to win a game, whether it's on a pro tour, European tour, or on the world stage, that's what they've put us up to that 100 average.
Someone can't dominate them because it's too, quality is so stretched.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be very strong to dominate for a long period.
Oh, definitely. I think, you know, you'll always have your favourites. You can, you know, your Michael Van Gerwen's, your Gezi Prices, for argument's sake. You'll always have them, but nobody's safe. We can all, and it shows through the year that we can all throw darts, and there's upsets all the time. So, you know, to see James going out, yes, it was a bit of a shock, because James is probably one of the most consistent players on the planet, and yeah, it was a shock, but it doesn't shock me that he has gone out by losing to one, you know, to another player.
Some players in the competition feel nervous. Some of them feel more excited. Are you an on-the-spot player? Are you playing at a higher or lower level in such competition compared to your usual training?
I think as this stage brings something else out of you. I think, you know, the fire in your belly, it's roaring, and you want to show, you want to perform, to show the world what you can do in the world of darts. So I just think that brings it out in every player, and yeah, I love this. So I'm going to try my best. I'm so excited to play on the stage. You know, I just want to do well.
What did you think when you left this place last year, being involved in an absolutely thunderous game against Michael, and come to sudden death, wasn't it? You come out, Gossamer with the wrong side of the margin, but can't possibly have gone back to Wales sort of admonishing yourself for anything or any single dart in a game that was so good, it was so tight. I
think that's the best game I've ever played in. You know, even when I beat Gezi in the Grand Prix, I think the game against Michael Smith was absolutely fantastic. You know, somebody had to win that game, and unfortunately it wasn't me. So, you know, I thought Michael had gone on and won it, to be honest. It was just like we were both on form, and, you know, it was just a fantastic game. You know, I took so much highs out of that. No, I didn't take any lows out of it. It was just a well done, fantastic game. All the best.
Go back to what you said earlier about taking a W even with a 60 average. Would you be happy to play crack the next 5 games and lift the trophy?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I know it's not going to happen,
but don't get me wrong. I'd play fair darts just as long as I could win that trophy. Just as long as you win your match. It doesn't matter what average you do. It's that W that's important. End of.
Fancy Michael Smith in the final?
If I get to the final, I don't care who I play. So, yeah, no, obviously, that's my job, is trying to get as far and trying to lift this trophy. Cheers. Thank you.